happiest girl in the world right now, and if you're wondering why, it's because of this freaking drink right here. You can't tell me that this didn't just boost your mood looking at it. I mean, it's so cute. Welcome back, everyone. It's Sunday. Welcome to another vlog, and we are doing our usual Sunday errands and things. Went to an F45 class this morning, which was great, and I realized that it's February and La La Land has their Love Month drinks back, so of course I had to go get one. Amazing. It's my favorite seasonal drink that La La Land has by far, but it's the La La strawberry shortcake drink, and I just get mine iced, half sweet, because it's pink foam on top. I've already drank a good bit of it with strawberry shortcake, like little crumbles and sprinkles, heart-shaped sprinkles. It's just the cutest thing ever. Tastes amazing, looks adorable. The little pink teddy bear on the cup and the heart-shaped pink straw. But anyways, we got the coffee and now we're gonna run in Trader Joe's. I have grocery pickup. Usually I do H-E-B first and then come to Trader Joe's, but I placed my H-E-B order at like midnight last night, so they didn't have any morning slots available. So we're gonna do that later today, but we are gonna go ahead and knock out Trader Joe's. I really wanted to focus this vlog though on just like taking care of myself and the things I do to kind of just, I don't know, take care of myself throughout the week. So I feel like I'm always showing you all like productivity and productivity tips and hacks and whatever, but I also do value self-care a lot, and it's something that I neglected a lot over the last 2 years in my corporate job, and I'm kind of like getting back to my roots with self-care. So this vlog is going to be very centered around getting back to my self-care roots and just doing things that make me feel good and make me happy. And one of those things is spending my Sunday mornings like with myself. Griffin and I kind of go our own ways and do our own things on Sunday morning, and then we come back together in the late afternoon to clean up and meal prep and get ready for the week together. But we both love our Sunday mornings. He goes and works out with his friend, goes on a run sometimes. He's working out and going on a run this morning. I love going to my morning workout class, picking up the groceries, grabbing a coffee. It just puts me in the best mood, and I love starting my Sunday mornings off really productive, because then I feel at peace when I'm actually wanting to unwind at the end of a Sunday. Because a lot of times, you know, you can have a lazy Sunday morning. Don't get me wrong, I love a good lazy Sunday morning, but then having to like scurry and do everything you need to do at the end of the day on Sunday, you can't really be mentally at peace, or at least I can't at the end of the day when I know I'm trying to fit a bunch of stuff in that I didn't do that morning. So I prefer to have a lazy Sunday evening personally. So that's really one thing with self-care, is just getting everything I need to get done as early as I can on Sundays so that I can enjoy as much of my Sunday afternoons and evenings as possible. It's what I did when I worked my Big Four job, and I'm still doing that now. I'm really keeping a lot of the same routines, but I want to show y'all how I am changing my routine for the better with some self-care things that I did neglect when I was working my corporate job. So some things staying the same, some things are changing, but it's for the better. But let's go in the Trader Joe's. It's a Trader Joe's haul time. Got candied pecans, love these, and salads. I haven't bought these in a while, and actually last time I bought them I forgot about them and didn't eat them before they expired. They're so good. The truffle macaroni almonds. These are mainly for Griffin, but the baby avocados. We got 2 boxes of the frozen jasmine rice, but I already put them away in the freezer. Coconut aminos. Gonna make a pot roast this week, and I think it'll be my first time making one. I want to say I maybe made one in college, but I think my roommate might have made it actually. I don't remember. Got some thyme and rosemary for that, because herbs are a lot cheaper to get fresh at Trader Joe's. Green onions, more smoked paprika because we go through this really quickly. 2 bottles of Cab, and I found this one on an article, which I don't drink Cabs usually, and I don't drink red wine, and I really just don't drink at home ever really. But I got this one for the roast because it called for a dry red wine, and this one said on the description that it was dry, and it was like one of those $4 or $5 bottles. And this one was $10. When I was looking up good wines to get from Trader Joe's, I saw this one, and it, like the girl said in the description, if you can find it, it's so good. So I just got this to maybe try, because I've been trying to branch out and try more red wines. I have had a couple glasses like at my in-laws basically and have loved them. I know that it's been more expensive wine when I've had those, but I've enjoyed them, so I want to keep trying some more. I got these adorable Valentine's sprinkles, and I think I'm gonna make some pancakes next weekend and put these in them. I thought that would be really cute right before Valentine's Day. I'm addicted to these chips right now, just the plain corn chip dippers, not the elote ones because they're like pretty spicy and very heavily seasoned, but I love these. They're basically Fritos. Then we've got 3 yellow onions for our recipes this week, and I already have our meals planned out and everything, so I am gonna update this calendar eventually, but I want to record the podcast right now because I have to go pick up the H-E-B groceries in about an hour. Griffin's parents were just over, so I had to wait to do this Trader Joe's haul, but I want to get the podcast recorded ASAP because I've been putting it off for like 4 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and record it before going to pick up H-E-B groceries, but let's put these away first. One thing I love to do for self-care too is self-tanning. I'm someone who can get a really good tan in the summer, but now that we're kind of in winter and gonna be entering spring, I love getting just a good natural looking glow to really just help boost my confidence and make me feel better about myself. And for this week's self-tan routine, I'm gonna be using the Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer. I'm using the shade medium to deep because I do have a little bit of a base tan left over from our honeymoon still. I love this because it's truly a your skin but better tan look. I used this in high school all the time and I recently rediscovered it and love it. It gives you a flawless natural looking glow and color within just 1 week with daily use. And I love how easy it is to use since it's a lotion formula. And I really love the product because it's so unique to use since Jergens uses a patented technology that works with your unique skin tone. So you can really create and maintain nourished skin while having a gorgeous natural glow. It's paraben free, dermatologist tested, and cruelty free. And a lot of the self-care tips I'm sharing this week, I'm really trying to focus on things that you can do at home in your own home and for a low cost. And self-tanning at home is just a quick confidence boost. And using this Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer is a $10.49 confidence boost. So we love the price point. Also get it at your local Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, you know the deal. To really show y'all how this product works, I'm gonna be applying a little bit each day and I'll give you all updates here so you can see how gradual and gorgeous this tan develops. I think we can all agree we feel better with glowing, radiant skin. It's truly such an affordable, easy, and quick solution for getting bronzed, glowy skin in the comfort of your own home. So what's not to love? Get your glow on with Jergens and check out the Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer at the link in my description box, or check them out on Amazon or at your local Target, Walmart, CVS, or Walgreens. Just picked up our H-E-B groceries, so let's do a quick haul and I will put our meals on screen for the week so that y'all know what we're making for lunch and for dinner. I believe I have 4 dinners planned out for this week, and then the other 3 nights I will probably just plan out later this week and then go to the grocery store again. Got chicken and apple sausage for our chicken sausage skillet we'll make, some strawberries. I'm so excited to try this. I know I just tried the chocolate strawberry creamer from Califia Farms and I still have a good bit of that left. I have heard these have been really hard to get your hands on, so when I saw it was in stock on the app, I had to get it. Chicken broth, always keep on hand. This beef broth, tomato paste, and then these fire roasted tomatoes down here. And this cornstarch is all for the roast that we'll be making this week. There were these bay leaves, and then I have these hatch chilies for a recipe. We've got some eggs. I got Griffin more of the bagels he likes, some lemons and limes, the milk Griffin likes to use, and then this orange juice freshly squeezed for my smoothies. I got 4 of the Alani Nu Dream Float drinks because they were back in stock and I love them. More of the Light and Fit vanilla Greek yogurt, some Olipop cream sodas, these carrots for the roast, restock on frozen fruit because we just ran out, frozen strawberries and bananas, any crisp apples, some lunch meat. I just like to get the Boar's Head maple honeycoat turkey shaved, and we usually get about anywhere from half a pound to a pound depending on the week. We just started buying this again though. We go through phases where we buy it and then don't buy it. These already cubed up sweet potatoes, which just saves me a lot of time and effort today when I start our lunch meal prep. Brussels sprouts for a recipe, some more protein oats for Griffin, some more garlic powder. Griffin likes these protein bars, the Quest white chocolate raspberry, and then some more granola because I'm out of the Purely Elizabeth PR granola that I got. I really wish I could get Purely Elizabeth at H-E-B. And then I got some bananas, which are obviously sitting right there. And then right here is the rest of our meat besides the chicken sausage. So I've got ground beef that I'm going to use for our skillet that I'm making for lunch meal prep, and then some chicken breasts, and then the big thing of beef roast. I only got to record like 70% of my podcast earlier before I had to leave and pick up groceries, so I'm gonna finish recording that now. I needed to film some branded content, but the sun has kind of missed its high points in this room and it's a little darker than I like it to be for brand deals. So I think I'm going to film it tomorrow, but I need to brainstorm how I'm going to do that and fit it into the content. Because sometimes I get so set on filming things on specific days and then when it doesn't happen, it like completely throws me off. So that's kind of what's happening right now. So I'm trying to recoup. But I wanted to show y'all what I wore to work out. I just wore this Princess Polly jacket. I just got cinnamon all over it because I ate a little yogurt bowl. It's time you were till dinner. I have a similar jacket from Aritzia and I actually literally prefer this one. I don't know what it is, but the quality of it is so good. And I'm pretty sure they still sell it. And then I wore my the Skilly Hicks sports bra that I don't think they sell anymore, but it's really similar to the Lululemon Energy bra. And then these are Halara leggings. I know I've shown them in other content. I can't remember if I've shown them in a vlog or not yet, but I got them in PR. And these are like the sculpting ones. They're really soft and they're compressive, but not so compressive to where you can't stay in them all day. The front stomach part, there's more fabric, so it's a little bit more compressive, but I love that there's not an elastic waistband because that normally like makes my stomach hurt if I'm wearing like super compressive leggings. These don't have the tie in them, if you know what I mean. So they're compressive without that tie, which that's normally not the case. And they're really flattering and they fit really well and they're just so comfy. I love them. Haven't had my fun bevy of the day yet, so cracking open the Olipop at 6:30. It's been a very long but very productive day. Just to catch y'all up, since I know a lot of the recent clips have been B-roll. Griffin's been at his parents' most of the day because if you watched our last vlog, then you know that our dryer is broken right now. So he took all of our laundry over there, did our colors and our delicate like workout clothes and brought those back, and then he had folded them already in the basket, so he helped me put them away really quick. But then I had some other laundry to hang up from last week that had just been sitting in our room, so I went ahead and took care of that too while I was already on the laundry grind. And then he went back to his parents and took a load of towels over. So I am gonna go over there now because since he's been there all day, they were like, oh, just eat dinner with us or whatever. So very thankful for them because since we do live pretty close to them, it's very convenient. Tonight would have been a night that we would have ate out anyway, so we get to save the money since we're eating with this family. So that's really nice. One of the biggest things that just helps me self-care wise is the day that we meal prep. I do not like to cook dinner that same night because it's just too much time in the kitchen on one day. So I did get the meal prep set up earlier, but haven't tried it yet, so I'll let y'all know how it is tomorrow. I was just trying to clean off the counters and clean what I can, and I went ahead and started the dishwasher and everything. So, and I took a body shower, which felt really good because I've been in my workout clothes for way too long. I hate doing that. So that way when we come back home, I can seriously just get into bed, because normally I feel like when we go over there to eat, I have to come back home and load the dishwasher. So it feels really good to already have that taken care of and already have my shower taken care of, so come home, relax, and go to bed. It's like 9 o'clock almost, and we just got back home like 30 minutes ago, but I am about to paint my nails. Let me get some light in here. I was gonna have an Animal Crossing night, but I decided we're gonna paint the nails instead. Ignore the big basket of laundry behind me. We're working on it. But since the Grammys are on, because Taylor did just announce her new album, which I'm so excited about, but I feel so bamboozled because I was absolutely convinced it was going to be Reputation, just like I feel like everybody else, because everybody else at the Grammys also looked very like shocked and confused. I don't usually watch the Grammys, honest, but I decided why not paint my nails while watching the Grammys, because it can like force me to like sit still, you know, since I'm gonna have to let them dry. I thought it would be great to go ahead and paint them while the Grammys are on, since I normally need to be doing something else when I'm watching TV, because that's just how I am. I got this set of nail art brushes though off Amazon by brand Beetles. I'll leave them linked down below. And I got this because everybody said when I did my nail polish haul on TikTok to get like a detail brush so that I can clean up as I go with nail polish remover. So I am gonna use like one of these dense brushes. Y'all have to promise not to judge, because I haven't painted my nails in probably since I was like a sophomore in college. Never been somebody to do it. I used to just always do bare nails instead because I'm so bad at it. But that's our self-care activity of the night and watching the Grammys. I'm using the Lights Lacquer top coat base coat duo, the So Over It and So Clingy duo. And then I'm also using the Cherry Jelly red nail polish since Valentine's Day is coming up.
I was looking at everybody's faces and I leaned over and I was like, of incredible people, incredible art.
And songwriters. It is now time for a performance from...
He is one of the most influential and emotional...
Nails are done and Grammys are over. I'm about to clean this up, but I actually did a way better job on my right hand painting with my left hand than I did painting with my right hand, which is the hand I write with, on my left hand. Because this left hand, I did it first and it's just a little messy, but the right hand came out pretty good. So I do really like the color though. The jelly finish is so good. But with this being a self-care focused vlog, I know I've mentioned I am kind of self-care is something that can be like so expensive, and especially with like maintenance routines and everything, and I'm really trying to cut back on like a lot of those costs, which really honestly all I ever consistently did was get my brows done and my nails done. I haven't got my brows done since before the wedding. I've just been kind of like plucking them myself, but definitely saving some money doing my own nails, and it just helps me to kind of slow down and enjoy some time with myself, whether I'm listening to music or watching a TV show or the Grammys or something. It's kind of nice and I can get better at it. And don't get me wrong, I still love getting my nails done. I love having them done. Nothing will beat that and how good they look, but for now, this is just the era we're in. Try her. I'm not gonna lie, I can't taste any cookie dough vibes at all. All I can taste is my espresso really, so I'm just gonna add another splash, see what happens. It smells like cookie dough, so I just think that maybe you have to use it a little bit more to get the flavor. Okay. Yeah, I just needed an extra splash. That's really good. It's not a super strong cookie dough flavor. It's just very subtle. I do really like flavor and I think it's worth trying, but personally for somebody who doesn't love a ton of creamer, then you're not really gonna have the cookie dough flavor unless you use a lot of it. That's my quick review. And I'm loving having a little pink heart-shaped plastic straw bag. Just the best vibes. I just made myself a little yogurt bowl and I'm wearing the same clothes I had on last night when I went to my in-laws for dinner, just because I was only in them for like 2 hours and I was like, why would I dirty another outfit? So I just threw these back on after I took a body shower. I was gonna wash my hair and take an everything shower, but I need to film something in daylight with good natural light, and it's really overcast right now, which I didn't think was gonna happen today. It says it's gonna clear up around 1, but we have somebody coming to work on our dryer and try and fix it between 1 and 5. So I don't want to be taking an everything shower in those hours, obviously. I'm gonna go ahead and like tentatively plan on my week. I've been loving using my doodle planner to just kind of tentatively plan my week and put to-dos down on each day so that I kind of have a plan going into each day instead of waking up every morning and being like, oh, what am I gonna do today? Because with being self-employed, you can, you know, be as productive as you let yourself be, but you can also be as lazy as you let yourself be. And I find that if I don't have the to-dos there in front of me, I will likely procrastinate and just not really get much done during the day. And now I love Mondays right now just because I feel so much inspiration for it being the start of a new week. So I'm like viewing it completely differently. I used to view it as, ugh, we have a whole other week ahead, so much work to do this week, and now I'm viewing it as, I'm so excited because I have so much I can work on this week and I feel very inspired. And I just didn't ever feel that before. So I'm just expressing gratitude for that right now because it just feels amazing. Okay, y'all, I am hopping into bed and it feels so good to be getting to bed this early at 9 o'clock because lately I've just been coming to bed at like 11 and going to sleep, but I'm finally giving myself time to like actually have an unwind session and relax before going to sleep, which is much needed. Definitely something I'm trying to prioritize more. I talked about on my podcast how that was like my goal this week, was to just really have an unwind routine each evening. I've just been staying up to edit and stuff late, which is fine because I love doing it, but I know that I should really keep the sleep routine I have with getting up early and going to bed relatively early. It just makes things a lot easier for me. And giving myself time to do something that kind of separates my work day from my evening, which I did this when I was working my corporate job too. I just needed some sort of moment of clear separation between work and bedtime, whether that's exercising, going on a walk, reading, playing a game, seeing a friend, whatever it may be. Having something that does a clear separation just does wonders for me mentally and my self-care. I'm bringing y'all a little bit closer because I wanted to chat, which I can't even like see the camera very well right now because my contacts are out. I ended up applying for a job today, so let's chat about it really quick. I didn't have intentions of doing this yet. I am really trying my best to not like panic apply to things and to really just soak up this time of me being able to do content creation full time, because there's really never been a time in my life where I've been able to fully devote myself to it since I started doing it, because I've either been a college student taking the CPA or working full time. I just know that if there's any time in my entire life that I'm going to take risks and do the uncomfortable thing, it's to do it now. In my 20s, when I don't have, you know, a lot of other commitments, especially, you know, like having a family, having to financially provide and all of that good stuff, and like emotionally, physically be so available for, you know, like a child. I'm trying to do a lot of the more selfish things, like taking big career risks while I'm in my 20s. And I'm really trying my best to just sit with the discomfort of doing this uncomfortable job change and doing something that's risky and not predictable in terms of income and everything, because I know now is the time for me to do it, and because I think I owe it to myself with how much passion I have for doing this and the fact that I stayed consistent with it through all of those other things I was doing. I owe it to myself to give my 110% to it for once, because I've always just given a little piece of myself to it. And I think giving my 110% to it and just seeing where it takes me and what happens with it, it's going to be a beautiful learning experience regardless, whether I do it and it ends up being something I can do full-time forever, that ends up leading into me doing something else, because y'all know I would love to have some sort of something else going on besides content creation if that were the case, or whether it's me realizing I like the structure and predictability of a 9-to-5 and, you know, eventually finding something else to do, whether that's in accounting or not, a time that I get to slow down and experience taking risks and learn a lot from it. Regardless, I know it'll be a valuable learning experience. I kind of told myself I wouldn't apply to a job unless it was one that I just like genuinely could see myself having a desire to do. And do I have a desire to do the day-to-day of it? Not necessarily, because it's a senior accountant role at a retail company that I like a lot. I don't think I've applied to anything since early December or late November, honestly, just because of like the wedding and everything and the honeymoon. And then getting back, I've just been so blessed to be so busy with YouTube. But my friend actually sent me this role and I was like, you know what, I'll just apply to it because it is one of those companies. It came up and I was just like, oh, this is a company I would want to, I could see myself working for, and it's a company that I truly like in my daily life. And those are the type of companies that I've been trying to apply to, like health and wellness, retail, food and beverage, companies that I just, beauty, that I just actually like love and use. But being on their finance or accounting team is something that I would be a little bit more interested in trying out. TBD if anything happens. And I actually updated my resume too and changed it a little bit, because I didn't initially have being a content creator on my resume, and I never have, which is kind of wild to think about, to just not even give it the credit it deserves as a job experience just because not everybody views it as a job is ridiculous to me. Like, I'm discrediting myself and my hard work so much by not owning that. And I was telling my friend that I just avoided for the longest time, you know, like putting on my resume. At the time I started my full-time job, it's just crazy because it was truly something that was not very well regarded, and I feel like now it's just so much more prevalent and common and a little bit more well respected. And I feel like more and more people within big four firms, for example, do have something on the side in social media going on, and it's a lot more common. So I was telling my friend, you know, putting it on my resume feels scary because I've never done it before, but I did put it on my resume today because I was like, you know what, I just need to own this. And I think that it provides for great discussion points. I was telling her how someone seeing content creator on my resume is either going to be like an immediate red flag, an immediate rejection for them, or it's going to be something that makes them very interested and like want to speak to me. But I was telling her the people that it's like a red flag or I'm like an immediate rejection for, those are people that I probably wouldn't want to be working with at the end of the day anyways, if I can't bring my full self and who I am to the table and it be, you know, respected. So really working on that self-respect and just owning the things I do as part of my self-care. Definitely a big resolution of mine in 2024 that I don't think I initially put on my resolutions is just to, you know, own who I am and what I'm doing and do it very shamelessly, because I feel like I have always approached my content creator occupation as something to not necessarily be ashamed of. I'm not shameful of it in any way, more so just it's something that I kind of keep on the DL. Like when I meet people in real life, I don't ever tell them about it until they ask about it, if they ask about it. I've had so many friendships where it's like I haven't mentioned anything because I met them organically, and then they end up following me on Instagram later on and they're like, hello, I didn't know you like were a YouTuber influencer. And I'm like, yeah, I just, you know, I don't want that to be my whole identity, but at the same time I have to find that balance between it not being my entire identity but also owning that it really is a big part of me, but it's not everything, because I am obviously more than that at the end of the day. I'm gonna read some Air of Fire and get to bed early because we've got a workout class early in the morning. Thanks for listening to my little ramble. I just wanted to do like a little FaceTime style catch up with the job search, and I'm not really like super actively searching. Like I said, I have been blessed to be busy enough to not even feel the need to search lately. And like I said, I'm really wanting to give content creation my 110% for as long as I can and for as long as it makes sense for me to, and see where that goes and see where it takes me and what comes of it and everything. So we'll see if anything happens. My usual yogurt bowl and coffee. I've been filming this morning, so it's like 10 o'clock. Did my everything shower and I feel like $1,000,000 because I did a face mask and dermaplane, shaved, I'm like all lotioned up in my robe, just feeling so cozy. I get started editing though because I need to edit an entire video today, but thankfully it's not like a full week in my life, it's just a weekend vlog. My home reset, which I'm really excited to upload. That's my main priority today, is getting that done, but then also filming this stuff for a brand deal. But I'm waiting until the lighting gets good. I'd like to film a Valentine's Day makeup look reel today, but I don't totally have a reason to put makeup on. Just totally tore the office up for the last few hours filming some makeup content and getting some content just with a blank background, but I have to like move everything off this wall to do that. So I'm getting things back in order. I mentioned Monday how our dryer is broken, and I know I mentioned it in the last vlog, but through our home warranty that we pay for, we did schedule a cleaning service, and they're supposed to be between 8 and 12, and it's 11, and they haven't come yet, and I haven't gotten a notification that they're on the way. I was gonna run a bunch of errands on Friday, but I don't think I'm gonna be vlogging on Friday. But my brother and sister-in-law need me to watch their dogs for them because one of their dogs just had to get all of her teeth removed. Just house sitting when their friend has to go to work from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday. So since I won't be here Friday and I can't run all of my errands, and I probably won't be vlogging that day anyways, I wanna go ahead and get my errands that I wanted to get done this week done today, hopefully, and some tomorrow. So I'm hoping they get here soon because I would like to go ahead and get started running those. And Griffin won't be home until later tonight because he has to do something with work from like 5:30 to 7:30, so we're gonna be eating a late dinner. But I'm gonna make a pot roast for the first time, like I know I mentioned, so we're doing that tonight. But this morning I've just been getting the questions ready for recording with Jenna on Friday, so I am gonna just record at my brother's house. I guess I'm just gonna take my microphone and computer over there. I got some content ready to post later today on Instagram for a brand deal, and then my video that went live this morning, the home reset vlog, I went ahead and finished up the links and description box and all that good stuff so that it could go live. So that's kind of why I've been parked on the couch all morning for the last like 2 hours. I had Gilmore Girls playing in the background because I kind of was so invested in it for like a month during the fall, and then I just stopped watching it when things got really chaotic with like work, and then with the wedding I'm back to just kind of having it on. I have a few clips I need to film for a reel, but they're just like kind of B-roll style clips, so I'm gonna film those while I wait because I want to go ahead and do it while the sun's out. Last few hours have been a little chaotic. The dryer person finally came. I was on my way home from HEB and I got a phone call that they were here, and I was like, lovely, I'll be home in 5 minutes. It took them about almost 2 hours. Crazy, I didn't think it would take that long, but I was working on the pot roast because I was like, this has to cook for forever, so I need to start it ASAP. So I was just in the kitchen working on that, so I couldn't really vlog the process, but I'm just following a recipe. It's not mine anyways. I was gonna heat up the last meal prep lunch we have, but I'm letting Griffin have it tomorrow and saving it, and I'm just making myself some eggs and toast right now because I had a smoothie bowl earlier around lunch. I'm really nervous if this is going to turn out or not. The only difference between the recipe and then me making it is that I added a beef onion Lipton like soup mix to it because Griffin's mom told me she does that for her roasts, and her roasts are always really good. And some of the reviews on this recipe said that there needed to be more flavor, so I think that will help with that. But this recipe had like 5 stars, but then there were some ratings that were like 4 stars, and they said, oh, it just needed more flavor, so hopefully that helps. So what happened is on Monday, the person told us that was working on our dryer that whoever cleaned our vent would have been able to replace the vent because ours was torn, and that was like their job. So we were like, oh, okay, cool. And then the guy gets here today and he's like, oh, your vent's broken. I was like, yeah, we know. The guy on Monday that was the maintenance guy for the dryer told us that you would do it. And then he said, no, we don't even like sell those or have those for our company. I was like, great. So it took him a long time because he basically had to make the dryer vent fit back on and like cut off the part that was broken. And we need to get a new one from Home Depot, like one of the flexible ones, because ours is just like the traditional one. So that's the update on the dryer situation. Once I eat this, I am going to, I think, work on editing this vlog because it's due Friday, but I have until Monday technically if I want. But I would like to get as much of it done as possible because I don't want to have to spend like Friday night or over the weekend editing it. And I have some short form content I want to edit as well, so I'll probably work on that. Guys, the roast is still not done. It is 10 p.m. I had it on high from like when I got it in at 2:45, which I would have gotten it in earlier if I could have gone to the store earlier. But since the dryer people came an hour and a half after their time window, it just messed my day up a little bit. So I didn't get the roast in the slow cooker in the crock pot until 2:45. It was on high for like an hour and a half. And then I think I put it on warm, but I just learned that low is actually warmer than warm. I thought it was like low, warm, high. But I was just talking to my mom and she was telling me, no, like warm just keeps the food warm, but low is like actually a low temperature to cook it on. So I had it on warm for like 2.5, 3 hours, I think. And then it's been on high again since like 7:15ish. It's 10 now, so I didn't eat dinner. I'm like hungry, but I don't want to eat this late because I just know I won't like sleep well. Had basically a ton of the Trader Joe's corn chips. I ate basically like half the bag today. A quarter of it at lunch and a quarter of it around dinner. I was so convinced it was going to be done, so I didn't want to like ruin my appetite and eat something at like 7 or 8. Bright side, I got all of this video edited up until now, just like the rough cuts and everything. Haven't added any text or anything like that, but that's really great because then tomorrow I can work on editing the vlog that needs to go up Sunday, because this one's actually going to go up after the other one that I haven't even started editing. So I really need to work on Sunday's video so I don't have to work. I keep like trying to make it like a 9 to 5 to where I don't have to work on the weekends, but I'm finding with uploading twice a week that's like literally impossible just because of the amount of time it takes to edit videos if I'm also filming content during the week, especially like taking days to film sponsored content or short form content. Filming takes a lot of time, so those days that I'm filming I'm not able to edit as much, and then I end up, you know, having to edit a decent amount over the weekend. I'm just figuring the schedule out, but I think the roast is almost done. I put some food storage containers in the freezer though to help the meat cool down quickly before I put it in the fridge.
When Noah, she's the youngest, when Noah moved out of the house and so you weren't the mean girls mom vibe. No. Hours, I feel like. Oh, yeah. Hours. And it gives all of them their sparkle. Sort of stricter with me. You know, I was expected to get on a tramp. Okay, well, I really do
Hi, hello. So last night, the roast situation, y'all know, it ended up being fine right around 11. I was able to shred it. We have like meat claws that we got from our registry, and it actually helped so much with getting the meat shredded. Got that taken care of, got them in containers, and we haven't tried it yet, but we're gonna have it for dinner tonight, which is kind of nice because I'm not gonna have to cook dinner tonight, even though it was at the expense of me not having dinner last night. I completely forgot to change my alarm since yesterday I didn't go to F45. My alarm was set for like 7:30, and I had booked a 6:30 a.m. F45 class for this morning. Forgot to change my alarm, so I woke up at like 7:05, and I was like, oh crap, I just missed my class. There's no fee if you miss the class, which I love, so I was able to just book the 8:30 class and go to that one. But I came home, we've got a lot to do today. I completely forgot that I wanted to go to the Social Security office today, especially since I can't go tomorrow since I'm going to League City to dog sit for my brother and sister-in-law, and I'm just gonna be so busy editing tomorrow, so I knew I needed to really go today. We're likely going to Canada in August with some friends and my brother and sister-in-law, which is super exciting, but that means I need to get like my passport move-in with my new name. So Social Security office is the very first step in the newly named thing. I have the form filled out and everything, I just need to go. So I'm doing that today, but I originally wanted to go today when they opened, so I was so mad when I realized that I slept in on accident. It's okay, I think we'll be good to go this time, and I'm gonna run a few errands, just drop off some donations. I'm gonna run in Target to grab a few things for Griffin's like Valentine's Day basket thing that I'm wanting to make. Outfit today, I've got on this Free People sweater. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 75 today. I think I got this on Thread Up when I worked with them a while ago. I'm wearing my little Free People sling bag because honestly I just didn't really have any purses that matched all of this. I have on an Aritzia tank top underneath, and then my Splits 59 pants because my airy ones that I just wore the other day are dirty. I honestly prefer my airy ones though now just because these are a little bit compressive, and if I wear them for a long time, I just don't like being in compressive leggings for a long time. Hokas, and then I've got on my Saved by Salt earrings from Adrian Hill, and then this really pretty necklace which has some like really tiny blue details in it, but super cute, and Griffin's mom got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, I think. When I was getting ready, I was listening to the Tish and Brandy Cyrus episode of Call Her Daddy, which I have not listened to Call Her Daddy since I think when Miley Cyrus was on. Did Miley Cyrus go on? I don't even know. Yeah, Miley Cyrus went on a long time ago, like back in 2020, I think. Yeah, August of 2020, and I listened to that episode, and that's the last time I've ever listened to anything Call Her Daddy. I honestly just don't even listen to podcasts in general at all, but I saw that Tish and Brandy went on Call Her Daddy. I'm such a huge Miley Cyrus fan, and I have been my whole life, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to hear Tish and Brandy because you don't really get to hear a lot from them, especially Brandy. So it's been the most entertaining episode though. Like I've been cracking up throughout it, and Tish and Brandy have just like amazing personalities and are so down to earth. I'm just loving it. So I have like 10 minutes left of that, but let's go run these errands and get this name changed. I am officially Abby Weinstein now. My name has changed. I went to the Social Security office. At first I walked in and I literally almost turned around because I saw that there were like 50 plus people in there, and I was like, if I have to stay here for several hours, I'm gonna lose my mind. Especially because I had a lot I needed to do today, and I'm meeting up with a girl at 2 p.m. and it's 1 right now. But what ended up happening, so I had the newly named packet and everything, and I filled out the application for a Social Security card, or actually you fill it out online when you get the newly named box, and then they send it to you completely filled out just without your signature. So I had it with me ready to go, but then I like sat down in the chair at the Social Security office and they had, oh, a faster way to get your new name card, change your name, whatever. And it was like QR code you scan and you do it all online. And then it said to just go up to one of the windows when you were done. And I thought I had to wait to be called to that window. So I honestly sat there an extra like 20 minutes that I probably didn't need to. But I walked up and they were like, oh, since you did it all online, you don't need that form. So I ended up not even needing the form that I got from Newly Named, but it's okay. But the name's officially changed, or it'll be officially changed in the system in like 1 to 2 days. Still so crazy. At MAM Resale, which y'all have seen me come in here a couple times, and I'm really just looking for a few things in here, like maybe a lamp and maybe some books, like coffee table, bookshelf-esque books, maybe a small bistro type table to go in our dining area if we can get rid of this freaking beanbag, and just some knickknacks to go on the bookshelf we got, because I love thrifting knickknacks, because I feel like everything that's at Target and all the home stores is so copy paste. We're gonna check it out just because it was kind of on my way home. I'm a ding dong and forgot all of the returns that I was gonna take with me and all the donations I was gonna bring with me. I was just so excited to like get out the door and go. I have about an hour until I'm meeting up with this girl who is actually the wife of one of Griffin's friends from high school. I met her for the first time at a wedding a few weeks ago. On the side, she does these illustrations that are just gorgeous. I will put them here on screen. And I ordered one from her to have for Valentine's Day for Griffin, since it's like our first Valentine's Day married. And she didn't do it based off of any of our wedding photos, but she did use our wedding photos as inspiration. I let her have the creative freedom of how she wanted to pose us, and I'm picking it up from her at 2. So I have about an hour to kill before then, but definitely check her out because she does incredible work, and I'm so excited to see ours, because I told her I wanted it to be a surprise, that she didn't need to like send me a proof, because I totally trust her. But she does such an incredible job if you're looking for something to get for an anniversary, a parent, a sibling, significant other, best friend. We really wanted to do like a live painting on our wedding day, but we didn't really want to pay for it, and we also just didn't really think about it until kind of last minute. So this is like a great way to sort of have that same vibe with a drawing from our wedding day. Even though it wasn't physically done there, it's inspired by our wedding day, so I think it will be perfect, and it is such a small fraction of the cost of getting a live painter. So I'm really excited to see it, and definitely check it out, because I think it's a fabulous gift idea, and you're supporting, you know, a small business. Been home for like 30 minutes, took all on a nice long walk, and I was out way longer than I anticipated. I ended up meeting Kate in the Montrose area, and I didn't know where I'd be meeting her beforehand. So when I ended up meeting her to get this drawing, which is just so insanely gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, phenomenal, I'm obsessed with it. I will leave her Instagram link down below, like I said. Even the flowers are just like so on point for what we have from Something Borrowed Blooms. My dress, I mean, it's just stunning. Anyways, I'm just like mesmerized by it. I met her in like the parking lot of a Starbucks so then I decided to run into Full Court, which is a vintage store that we love, that we used to pop in every now and then when we lived downtown, because it was pretty close to downtown since it was right by where I was. So I ran in there because I was gonna see if they had just like a $10, $15, $20 t-shirt, because they sometimes have like some really good deals on some that like Griffin would like. I didn't really have any good shirts that were worth it, in my opinion. I ended up leaving there and then went to Target to pick up some things. They had buy one get one 50% off frames, so I went ahead and picked up this one. This is a floating frame because I don't know which one I'm gonna like, but either way I can get another photo to go in the other one because we need more framed photos in our house anyways. So I love that they were buy one get one 50% off. I got that floating one. I'm gonna see which one I like it in more, and then I got one pretty much the same as this, but it's black and matted instead of floating. And then the other things I got Griffin for Valentine's Day, I wanted to get a little basket to put it in, but they didn't have any baskets that were like $20, so I just ended up getting a bag. And I got him new toothbrush heads because I know he said he needed them. I like to approach my gift giving similar to how like my mom did when I was younger, and it was always like one thing you want, one thing you need, and one thing to read, I think is what she always did. He's honestly just too busy to even read a book right now. He's about to start studying for the CFP soon. And at the end of the day, when he's done working, that's just not the way he likes to unwind. So I don't want to force it on him. I got Stardew Valley, and I know you can just download this at home, but I wanted to buy like the physical thing of it so we could see it. Play it 2-player, I believe, and play it together. And y'all know I've been talking about wanting to get into this game and play it. I got him a little thing of Reese's. He loves Reese's, and then a pack of gum. And I'm gonna put that with the photo frame and everything, but I need to hurry up and assemble it because it's literally 4:30, so he's gonna be home in like an hour, and I don't want all this stuff out. In the thrift store, I got these frames, and I don't know if we'll end up using them or not, but they were $8, so I literally couldn't pass them up. But it's 2 of the same one, and they're matted. I love that it's thin on the outside. And I don't know, I just thought they'd be really pretty somewhere in our house. We kind of have a mix and match of frames going on. We have some black ones, we have some gold ones, but I figured if anything, they can just go in the office because they're nicer than the frames I have now. I was so excited when I saw this. It was $5, so I just had to get it. I wanted to put it on that shelf over there, but I just realized I already have a picture over there. So this will probably end up being hung somewhere else, maybe like in our bathroom or something. But it's the lyrics to Blue Moon by Frank Sinatra. And it was so crazy because I saw this and I was like, I love this concept as art. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I know this song because I'm so buying it if I do, since it's only $5 and the frame's in pretty good shape. And sure enough, I read it and I was like, I am 99% sure that is Blue Moon by Frank Sinatra. And then once I finished reading it, I was like, yeah, definitely Blue Moon. Super exciting little thrift finds. The floating frame was nearly impossible to figure out, so we're just doing the regular matted frame. Happy Friday. I accidentally slept in this morning. I had a 6:30 workout class planned, but I woke up at 6:35, and unfortunately I can't go to a later one because I'm about to leave to go to League City to dog sit for my brother and sister-in-law. So it's currently 8 and they wanted me to get there around 9, so I'm gonna leave here in a sec. But I'm gonna take some leftover pot roast with me so I can have lunch there, and then I need to take my podcasting stuff and my laptop because I'm gonna work on editing, and then I'm recording with Jenna today at noon. And I can't go later this evening because by the time I get home I will need to be getting ready for dinner because it's my sister-in-law's birthday, youngest sister-in-law. But it's gonna end off this vlog. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me the last 30-40 minutes. And be sure to check out the Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer at the link in my description. Seriously so affordable and just such a great confidence boost. I felt so great all week having like a golden glow. Be sure to subscribe if you aren't already and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And check out my podcast, always linked down below, available everywhere you listen. And follow me on social media so you can keep up with me in real time and we can be friends.